So let's say I want to take something on the web, maybe something from Pearson or something I have on my device, and want to be able to send that into Explain .edu. So I can do that. First thing I'll tell you to do is if you open Explain EDU, if you're already in a flip chart, go ahead and back out of that. Get back to this library page. So if I was already in a whiteboard, just tap on projects up here at the upper left hand corner and take me back to your main library. Otherwise, it will automatically add it in whichever one was the last one you had open. So if I wanted it to do that, then I could make sure whichever one I have open is the one I want to be able to put that in. But as long as I've backed out into the main library like this, it'll just make a new one if that's what I want to do. So if I go to Safari and I pull up a web page, so I'm on the Holman web page here, but this could be Pearson, this could be Google Classroom, this could be anything that I want. So now that I have a web page open, I'm going to go ahead and tap my arrow up here at the top to share it. Now, what I need to do is I need to create a PDF of this first. So to do that, PDF's option is over here in your bottom row. You'll probably have to scroll to get to it. But if you go all the way to the right and you tap on those three dots where it says more, you can actually rearrange these just by tapping on those three lines to the right, and you can adjust these and put them anywhere you want. So I actually move create PDF all the way up to the top. So when I do share, mine shows up right here, easy to find. I don't have to scroll to get to it. So I hit create PDF, and now it gives me a PDF version of my website. Here it is, just like that. Now, I could use my markup tools and mark up directly on here, which is fine, but Explain Everything gives me a lot more options for writing and drawing and presenting and things I can do with it. So what I'm going to do is just tap that share arrow one more time, and you'll notice I have an option right here that says copy to Explain EDU. So to get that there, by default, it's in that middle row, but it may be all the way down here towards the end. Same deal, if I tap more on those three dots, I can rearrange these. So I just simply moved mine all the way up here towards the top so that it would show up and I wouldn't have to swipe through it in order to see it. So all I do is copy to Explain EDU, and it asks me, hey, what do you want to do? This is one big long web page. Do I want to put this on a grid or stacked up or horizontal, vertical, or separate slides? It depends on what the document is. If it's got multiple pages, it'll actually you can have one page on separate slides if you want to. But I go ahead and choose that just like this. And I hit insert. And when I hit insert, because I started back in the library, it creates a brand new flip chart for me and go ahead and it drops that right in there just like that. Now, obviously, this is a really tall, skinny, long web page, and so because it was so long, it made it really tall and skinny like that, but I can simply tap on my little finger over here on the left and pinch and zoom, and I can readjust, move it up and down. The hand tool allows me to resize and reposition things the way I like, and then now I can go back to my pencil tool or highlighter tool and be able to do some writing, drawing, annotating directly onto it, and then I can tap back on my hand if I need to scroll or get further down, and then again go back and forth and be able to annotate directly on top of my flip chart. And so if I go back to my projects here, it'll save it, and here it is, Untitled 3. This is my my flip chart that I just made. And so I go ahead and tap the three dots, and I can rename it if I want to. I can edit it if I need to be able to jump back into it. And if I want to add more things to it, I just open it up and I follow the same process. Go back to Safari. All right, here's my PDF from before. I've already shared it. I can just hit done. I do not need to save it. I can just go ahead and delete this PDF. I just used it to go ahead and send it. It's already saved in Explain EDU. I don't need it here anymore.